Hey, yo, B, what it do though? Council Roundtable sounding right back in. Episode 303. We took the old fashioned rats to let y'all know what's happening. You already know the vibes. Before we start the show, I wanted to play this dude Cena's pipe bomb real quick. You know what I'm saying?
What state is CM Punk even going to be in next week?
Well, Cena's grabbing the mic as Punk is laid out.
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Punk, as you lay there in your most uncomfortable, somebody's afraid of what I'm going to say. As you lay there in your most uncomfortable, I hope you can listen. I hope you can digest. Because before I leave here in 6 months with that WWE Championship, I got to get a whole lot of stuff off my chest.
That's everybody was like, oh, schniggity. This dude's about to do a pipe bomb 2.0. What's good, Black Star? Yeah, sometimes I like to switch it up. You know what I mean? You got to give them a little variety here and there. You know what I'm saying? Make things and keep things interesting for the most part.
First things first, I don't hate you. I don't even dislike you. I like you.
Cool.
I like you more than anyone you've ever shared a locker room with, that's for sure. I hate this idea of you. It's this idea that you're the best in the world. You're not. I'm the greatest of all time.
Cat. What's good, Blaze?
You're better than me at one thing. You're the best bullshitter in the world. Oh no, kiddos. John Cena just dropped a curse word. That means the show is completely off the rails. Hey, Stu, shoot this. Hey, I'm breaking the fourth wall. The truth is, Punk, I'm jealous of you. I am jealous that you have conned these people into believing the myth that you're the best in the world.
Thanks to the new subs.
They chant for you. Hell, when you come out, they sing to you. But they don't believe a goddamn word you say. Because you change your values as much as I change my t-shirts. You're just a loudmouth opportunist who will step on the necks of people who actually work hard if it gets you ahead. Where's another camera? Hey, Claudio Castagnoli. Hey, Nick Nemeth. Hey, Matt Cardona. How you guys doing? Oh, yeah, we're still on, baby.
I didn't get that part, though, when he's calling out Claudio, Matt Cardona. Like, did Punk ever bury these people? He never got along with Matt Cardona? Like, if anything, I'll be like, if I was Matt Cardona, I'll be more mad at Cena than CM Punk. Because we all know what Cena did, when it comes to Matt Cardona's push. He basically siphoned from it. Made this dude look like a whole dweeb on national television. This was an okay promo, a bit on the nose. Yeah, it was cool. I do Blaze in the building.
He's heating up. He's on fire. And there's nobody back there that's going to cut my mic to save your ass because I'm your only friend. Remember who gave you the stage for your pipe bomb, pal. And what have you done with it since then, huh?
It's funny because all this time Punk is still laid out on the table like he's taking a nap. Like he's taking one of them naps where he got sciatica. He's like, he got this grunt on his face. Like he's in such pain, but he's not even moving. Like he's taking a painful nap.
You've just regurgitated the same 5 microphone moves of doom. You're promo potato salad, pal. Hey, you're no longer the voice of the voiceless. You're a friggin' millionaire. Despite yourself. You're not Punk, you're a capitalist. And you're not against TKO, dude. You are Mr. TKO.
He didn't like Dolph Ziggler. I didn't know about that. What's the story behind that, Black Star? I figured Cena and Ziggler, they had a little, I guess you could call a little disagreement here and there because of Nikki Bella. Like, didn't Dolph try to holler at Nikki Bella while she was still with John Cena?
Because they knocked your balls technically off your body. Your tweets are strong. Your actions are weak. And in Saudi Arabia, you're going to face some loud music when I finally prove to the world that each and every day, day in, day out, no days off for 25 years, I have been the greatest of all time.
Yo, you right. I'm tripping, Black Star. Yeah, that retarded ass lawsuit, which was on Ryan. Let's really be real. Like, from what I've gathered, or from what I'm saying, basically this dude Ryan Nemeth, he came out his face towards Punk first, said he was fragile, then doubled down on it. And then when Punk approached him on that type of time, like, look, do we got an issue here? Do we need to, sort things out? Ryan didn't want that smoke. He backpedaled. Punk was like, oh, like, if I'm fragile, prove that I'm fragile. He ain't want to do that. He wasn't there for all that. Next thing you know, here come the lawsuits. That's what I heard. That's what I gathered. I wasn't there, but that's what I'm gathering. And if that's what happened, Ryan Emmons, he's a bitch for that shit. Because if he thought this dude was really fragile, what happened? Come talk to this. Come talk to Punk or whatever. Come see like what he got going on. Like squabble for a quick little 10, 20 seconds. Maybe Punk would have respected you. I don't know. I don't know that man. But at least you would have stood on business. But no, you want to sit there and sue Punk and AEW. What's good, Henny God?
See, they know.
Thanks for the love on the Facebook side, too. I ain't forget about y'all. For the people out there viewing on Facebook, X and all that, what's going on, y'all? If y'all ain't sub, make sure y'all sub. Make sure you like. And if you're feeling generous, they go to tip jar underneath. Appreciate the love from everywhere. And, let's keep it going.
And they know that you were the best in the world for 7 minutes, 14 years ago.
What's good, Ballet?
And if after Night of Champions, you're still delusional enough to believe that you're the best in the world, well, I guess it's a small world after all. You're welcome, Grand Rapids.
That's all I'm gonna play for right now. I know there's more, but I ain't gonna try to push my luck when it comes to WWE content. And you already know the vibes, WWE. You know I don't get no money off of this, whatever the case may be. All rights are reserved when it comes to WWE. That's where I got the content from, WWE SmackDown. And yeah, B. I even drew up a poll, as a matter of fact. I asked you guys, which pipe bomb was better? Cena's or this dude, CM Punk's? Let's see what the poll says real quick. Let's see. I'm pulling up on a highly, super duper highly expensive Countrytron over here. Let's see. Okay. Yikes. As you can see, CM Punk's promo, his pipe bomb promo, just obliterated Cena's pipe bomb promo. And I thought Cena's was good, truth be told. But it happens. People think that, that's what you guys think, and I'll take your word for it. I'm not mad at y'all for voting for CM Punk. But what's good, y'all? Y'all staying cool? Y'all staying cool? Y'all staying safe from this crazy heat wave? Bad Lady said she voted for Punk. What's Black Shaw talking about? Punk was more real. Cena was forced. Good on delivery, but forced. I agree. All right. Oh, thanks a lot, Ballet. My lady had made that. Mrs. Sandman had made that. She had made, as you can see, she made scrambled cheese eggs, some good ass skirt steaks, and some taters with them fucking honey butter biscuits. Oh my lord. We was chilling that day. Breakfast is good any time of the day. 82, you lucky. Everywhere else, like here in like New York, 100 B. Right now it's like, let me see. I think it's still in the 90s now out here. No, it's 86. It's 86. Shit ridiculous. I'm not even gonna hold you. Well, we're gonna talk about it, B. We got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. He beat this dude Jey Uso last night in the King of the Ring semifinal match, which was a really good match. People need to stop sleeping on Jey Uso. Jey Uso when it's main event time, he may lose most of the time, but he put on a fucking show. People need to stop the nonsense, B. Jey Uso's been getting better in the ring, B. I just think it's unfair that they'll sit there and be like, oh, how can you call him main event Jey Uso and he always loses? Shawn Michaels was on that same type of time too from before. Last time I checked, most of the time Shawn Michaels lost when he was in the main event. Well, y'all wasn't on that type of time when it comes to him. Leave Jey Uso alone. Oh, just let him go back with his brother. Why? Why can't he just stay as a solo wrestler? Now, him going, like I said from before, him like doing like one night only type tag team matches for like a special moment here and there, cool. But for them to be a tag team again full time, no. He should be past that shit. Nonetheless, that was a good match. I had fun. I had fun watching that match. And this dude, Cody cutters, it'd be dangerous low key. I remember one time, me and this dude, Toph, we was watching, I think it's one of them Saudi Arabia shows where he fought up against AJ. And he had caught AJ with a real nasty Cody cutter. Like, it looked like he almost broke his own neck. That super duper Cody cut off the top rope, that shit looked mean. I'm not even going to hold you. But anyways, appreciate y'all for pulling up. Drop that link. Pow! Right there. Everyone. Talk your ish. We just talk about it. Rikishi about to go scorch earth. Rikishi's a fucking idiot. You know, there's some people out there saying, "Oh, he's talking like a father. He's going like he's having a father perspective." No, he's not. Well, yeah, he is, but let's really be real. He don't give a fuck about what Solo and this dude Jimmy got going on. If anything, I'll be pissed off about what Jimmy got going on. At least Jey Uso is being used. Like you could take Jay more serious than Jimmy. Let's really be real. All he did with this dude, Jimmy Uso, is just give him a nickname, Big Jim. Pause. That's all he did. What else he got going on? This motherfucker beat Drew McIntyre, and nothing came out of that. Y'all remember that SmackDown when he beat this dude Drew McIntyre, and nothing came from it. If he really want to bitch and moan, I think Jay will lose due to Naomi interfering. What do you think? I think I won't be like I won't be surprised if that was to happen, but Jay's gonna win. I think she might get involved. Naomi, she might get involved, but ultimately Jada's gonna win. And I like the fact that they brought Oscar back and Oscar's looking dominant. First day she comes back, she went straight to the finals of the Queen of the Ring. Yes. This is how Oscar's supposed to be booked. You know what I'm saying? She looks more serious now. Of course, you know, she has that little evil grin with her. Of course, she's always gonna have that. But I'm definitely here for it. You know what I'm saying? Like her being booked like this dominantly, yes. And I know, like, come on, Sam, man. You think Jada's gonna beat Oscar? Yeah. I know it's bogus, but come on. This WWE loves them some Jade Cargill. And I think ultimately it's just gonna forward a story between her and Naomi. My guy.
The heart coke king. I mean, the heartbreak kid is in the building.
And the hot coke. What do you do though, my guy? How you feeling?
Man, what's good, man?
Oh,
What's
man.
good out there, man? Universe, the Council Roundtable, episode 303. What's the bill for the night?
Man, you already see B. Couple of topics out there. We got these dudes, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton on Saturday for the King of the Ring crown. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We got this dude Stone Cold potentially talking about he want to be in one more match.
Oh, hell no.
Got your boy Gold Bum. Where you want to go? Where you want to start?
First of all, the Stone Cold news is new to me, and I'm sitting here with a Stone Cold shirt on right now. Nah, bro.
I'll show you right now.
Nah,
I'll show you right now. Give me a second.
bro. Come on, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up the article on the highly expensive Counciltron. Give me a second. You see it?
Oh, damn.
As per Fightful Select, they had heard from sources within WWE that Austin may yet have another match in him. After his return to WrestleMania earlier this year, the report claimed that the WWE legend could actually wrestle and not just ride his ATV or cut a promo in the future. The Fightful report stated that Austin is willing to consider wrestling once again under the right circumstances, which is, it's all about the money.
About the
As
bag.
expected,
Hey, you know
many
what?
wrestlers in WWE, right? Go ahead.
You know what? If he's gonna wrestle, it's only one way to make it happen. We got to get the triple threat that we never got the triple threat for. The one that his injury robbed us from, and that's The Rock, him, and Triple H. Let's go.
You are fucking tripping.
Let's go.
Was gonna be a motherfucking a damn. Let me continue on. As expected, many wrestlers in WWE are itching to get in the ring with the WWE Hall of Famer, but it seems that CM Punk could be the likely opponent if Austin does indeed make a return. As per the report, previous reports had claimed that WWE wanted Austin to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39 in 2023, but that didn't come to fruition. Now, him against Punk, cool, fuck it. I can see that happening because we were supposed to get it from like years ago, but it didn't happen, given the circumstances.
I mean, he had a good closure at Mania. What was it? Mania a couple years ago. That should have been his close.
It was like 39 when he
Yeah,
went
that should have
against
been
Kevin Owens.
That's the proper send off you can give him right there. I don't like to see guys try to taint their legacy like that. Could he even do the stunner?
He probably got like one more stunner left in him.
If we gonna do that,
end up shattering like crackers. TKO.
Like, TKO is bugging, man. Because I'm like, bro, who go? I mean, the triple. No, they'll kill him.
Yeah.
What you think about that, TKO?
About Austin possibly coming back in the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. It doesn't surprise me. But honestly, I thought we were past that after the Kevin Owens match.
That should have been the send-off.
Yeah, like, they should have took that as a win, honestly.
He gonna be coming back for the bag like Taker now, man.
Yeah, B. They see all these young guns getting paid mad bread, and they're like, shit, we could get paid more bread by doing even less.
These guys ain't got. Come on, man. I mean, the only one I could think of that could really draw the house is that triple threat we need, man. If Triple H can get his pacemaker,
you wildin'. Pacemaker on a pole match.
Oh God.
Ain't nobody here to see that shit, B. Now Stone Cold against Punk, fuck it, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
What would be the reason?
Well, they could rehash shit from, what was it, 2K from 2010, 2012? when he teased it, they low key teased it a little bit. When they was marketing 2K10 or 2K, one of those motherfucking 2Ks, when he teased the
Yeah, that was
rivalry
like
between them two.
Well, JR when they had JR mediated.
Right.
I
Stone
don't want to
Cold.
see that.
I mean, either. Let's really be real. See, here's my thing, right? I don't give a fuck how old you are. If you can go, you can go. That's always been my main thing. That's why I be cracking jokes about this little gold bum. Cause it's like, my dude, you can't go. You was about to catch a heart attack walking down the fucking ramp.
It's okay, y'all. Like, it's okay if you can't go anymore. It's okay.
Right.
Father time catches up with everybody.
Exactly. WWE owes me a final match. Fuck you.
Your final match was when you lost to Lesnar, my guy. That was the send-off. You came back because you said your son wanted to see you wrestle. He did. You got a title out of it, even though you didn't need to, but
Didn't
still,
deserve it, nothing.
You got 2 Universal titles undeserved. You got more than a farewell send-off. Matter of fact, since you wanted a few more matches, your last match should have been against Roman Reigns when you put him over.
And I think what match was it that was actually a little decent?
It was the one with McIntyre.
He did fight Drew McIntyre.
Let's go to Anubis.
Bro, that match with McIntyre. I forgot about that. Probably because that shit gave me a heart attack.
Man, he almost got a heart attack climbing to the second turnbuckle.
You
see
don't
that shit? Motherfucker almost fell and broke his neck.
Oh my God, man.
I was thinking maybe his final match would have been against Ryback at least.
Shit, Ryback over there having mukbangs. He's sitting there eating like what five double bacon cheeseburgers, sitting there and say, "Oh, they're vegan." The fuck out of
5 double bacon burgers, all vegan. Yeah, okay. Maybe like one of them shits is vegan just to say it was. Like, nah.
It's sad that even Tony Khan wouldn't even want to sign that dude. But anyways, I'm going on the tangent.
Not really, but yeah.
Fucking be Stone Cold, man. Like, if Stone Cold could go for like a quick little 5 minutes, because let's really be real, it's not like Stone Cold's on some Dean Malenko type shit. He's only gonna do a couple of punches, a couple of stomps. He's not really gonna do much.
Yeah.
If he can still do that, then fuck it. He got one more stunner left in him. He ain't gonna look crazy. Then fuck it. Why not?
Hey, at least he ain't look crazy. At least he ain't look crazy like Ric Flair in his last match.
Yeah, he died during that match. He literally died.
He died and came back to life in mid-match. Like,
insanity.
Like, dude, you already tarnished your legacy when you had that farewell match with Shawn Michaels and then you went to TNA. Like, good Lord, what were you doing? What are you doing?
I had to send him off on a good run. You know what I'm saying? I sent Ric Flair off on a good run. I wasn't on coke.
That was a great.
Always on coke.
I thought that meant. And I enjoyed that match he had with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
honestly,
it was a really good match. I think it was more because of like the emotion was behind it too. It was a real good story that was being told.
And this motherfucker went to TNA. Jesus.
And threw the story right down the fucking garbage.
Yeah, he pawned the Hall of Fame ring. He went broke the same day.
Word.
He did though, like damn, Flair, like what the fuck?
Like, you must have been in serious debt to do that shit. Like,
Rick be doing that. Rick would come to a lot of the bars out here, and he'll be tricking up tabs like crazy.
Oh, he should
Yeah.
be pulling up over there.
Yeah, Rick he'll pull up over here. He'll pull up in Durham. He most likely be in Greensboro now, but this was around the time where he wasn't really obligated to any companies. He was just, unsigned. He was pretty much retired. He'll just come around tricking, blowing tabs, not tipping. He
I
got a bad
saw,
reputation for not tipping out here.
I heard about that.
but I also heard the story that Rick didn't really save money at once he hung it up. All
Nah,
that's
Rick,
and which makes sense because all that stuff that he did in his career, buying thousands to millions of dollars worth of stuff,
Yeah.
that shit catches up.
No,
yeah, Rick,
that's not a character. That's literally him. It's a shoot. It's not
Yeah.
a work. It's like that's how he is. Even if you don't have the money for it, he's still gonna buy the most expensive shit.
Rick said this. He said in an interview, if he made 1 million, he gonna spend 2.
Yeah, I remember he said that, right?
Right. I believe it.
Because he knows, like, he feels like he can never go broke because his name. He can never go broke. Like, if you got an IOU from Ric Flair, you never go broke.
Till reality hit.
I agree, Black Soul. Yeah, Punk is the only option. That's the only person I
Only
see.
option today, because I don't want to see Stone Cold up there with Jacob.
Oh
Oh,
God.
you trying to get this dude killed. One mighty moonsault, that motherfucker's gonna be like, when you finish the toothpaste, when the whole tube is flat, that's Stone Cold's body after a mighty moonsault.
I mean, shoot.
You know he's about
But
to
that's
lose on Saturday, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I know it. They gotta give Solo something.
he might win by if Jacob might win, they might attack him. Because I don't see him losing the belt right now. That
Well,
belt
Yeah,
needs.
I don't
yeah,
see
like
Jacob. I
go
don't
ahead, go
think they
ahead.
should have. I don't think they should have Jacob lose in Saudi. If anything, there should be more. They're probably going to have another match. They're going to run this back. It's going to be more than just a one-off.
If that happens, he would be one of the worst US champions ever.
He ain't no worse than Shinsuke.
No, actually he'd be worse because Shinsuke at least he held the belt longer.
No,
Yeah,
that's just you're grasping at straws.
yeah, Nick, don't fight it.
You're still grasping at straws, dude. That's
If he
you,
loses on Saturday, he'd be a worse US champion than Shinsuke. That's a fact.
oh my god, I disagree because Shinsuke only had one title defense since he held that thing.
And this dude is about to have none. His first title defense, he's about to lose to this dude Solo.
Actually, technically, it's his second because he defended it against in a four-way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, you got that. Okay, but still,
But what do you guys think of how they handling LA Knight though?
oh
Uh,
they packed him up.
LA
Yeah,
Knight
because
just got
Seth Rollins' crew they packed him up.
LA Knight just got his lunch money taken.
Pretty much.
I mean, I'm not against LA Knight versus Seth Rollins, but Knight would have to win.
He needs a crew. He's not gonna go up against, I don't know what you call him. I think they're trying to tease the name Endgame or the Endgame for Seth Rollins' crew. Like
They're
I was saying in
trying.
the group chat, I'm not really mad at that name. That name could grow on me. You know what I'm saying? But for him to go up against them, he will need a crew. He cannot go up against these motherfuckers by himself.
Latest word is they're throwing around the name the Oracle.
Oh my god. They might as well stick to Endgame if that's the case, stick to Endgame. Endgame sounds better than the Oracle. Now,
Man,
if you
they
call Heyman the Oracle, cool. Have Heyman could be the Oracle. You don't have to be the wise man no more. But them called, that as a unit, no. I don't hear it. I don't see it.
Man, look,
and they probably
they
gonna give them the same treatment as they did Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. They
See,
gave them
which
the name.
would you agree on, Black Saw, the Oracle or Endgame or the Endgame? What you agree on? What's good, Tove?
who needed?
Still with the Bardock, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically Triple H trying to come up with an idea to make this shit work and realizing he can't before he fucking dies. That's basically what's going on right now.
Yeah, I'm like, the fake bloodline ain't working, man, because at the end of the day, there's only one tribal chief, man. And there are all these guys trying to be leaders, and what they're trying to do, they're trying to recreate the bloodline formula by having dominant heel stables. The difference is, though, that bloodline thing was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's kind of like how it was with the NWO, because, you know, then all of a sudden they try to recreate other heel stables, thinking they're going to get the same interest. Like you see them doing it right now with even with the Death Riders and Moxley, but they ain't drawing the needle. Now you see them doing that with Seth Rollins. He too whiny to me to be a leader, man. He's sitting there talking, I'm a visionary, I'm a revolutionary.
I created this in my image. Please love me. Love me.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. You got the picture of a leader.
I can piggyback off that. Like, we're not talking wrestling anymore. Like, we're talking like, you know, real life. What's this dude's real name? I want to be politically correct here. I want to make sure I got this guy's name.
We got LA Knight in the chat. What's going on? Yeah. What's going on, LA Knight?
Can you imagine though?
Colby? His real name's Colby. That's random as hell.
Colby
Dan. Yeah, that's Seth's real name. Colby.
Oh yeah. His name's Kobe. Damn, I forgot his last name, but yeah, his name's Kobe. But not spelled like the basketball players. Well, Colby.
Yeah, his real name is Colby Daniel Lopez. That's like a random name, but anyway. So I'm talking real life now. So okay, Colby, the person that plays Seth Rollins, right? In real life, okay, he's got a, what do you call it? Something on your shoulder, kind of on your shoulder.
A chip?
Chip, thank you. He's got a chip on his shoulder. See, in real life, he feels like he's never been the guy, which I disagree with because I'm like, okay, like number one, you're the first person to cash in at WrestleMania. Number two, you were the top heel at one point during the Authority. So, but anyway, he doesn't look at it that way. He feels like he's never truly been the guy, and he legitimately has like actual jealousy, like with guys like Roman and guys like Punk. And to take it a step further, you know, back in the Ring of Honor days, you know, and I can say this as somebody who went to a lot of Ring of Honor shows, when guys like Samoa Joe, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, when guys like that, when they left Ring of Honor, there was grown men crying. When Tyler Black left Ring of Honor, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared. Tyler Black was never popping up. He was never a big indie name. He was just a name, you know. He was not on the same caliber as an AJ Styles or a Samoa Joe or even a guy like a Jay Lethal. He never had that type
Bryan
of buzz.
Danielson, because like with Bryan Danielson, I never really watched Ring of Honor and shit like that, but his name always was buzzing from over there.
Right.
So when he came to NXT, I was like, okay, I heard about that dude. That dude was cooking in Ring of Honor.
Even if you're like a WWE like purebred person and all you watch is WWE, you've heard the name Kenny Omega. You've heard the name Will Ospreay. Yeah. You may not watch them, but you know who they are, and you hear, hey, they're doing this, they're doing that. Tyler Black never had a name like that. So he's got little man syndrome because in the indies, as well as WWE, he was never the guy. He was the guy that was around the guy or the guy that
he's like Triple H.
The guy. Right.
Yeah,
he was never really right. He was never really the guy, right? And so what's going on now is now that Triple H is in charge, because Triple H is a big Seth guy, right? Triple H likes Seth, right? And Vince is gone. Seth probably got in Triple H's ear at some point and was like, hey, man, I know you're busy right now, but at some point, man, I want you to give me the ball. Let me rock with it for a bit. And, you know, Triple H likes him. So he's probably like, you know what, Seth? all right, man, I'm gonna give you Money in the Bank, and I'm gonna give you the ball, right? And what's probably making him feel this even more is like I was talking about earlier. Roman had his run with the Bloodline, and even though Mox is not with WWE anymore, he's having his run in AEW with the Death Riders. So both Mox and Roman have been like the singular focus of different companies, which probably made him feel like even more inferior. So this whole thing is his chance to show people, hey, I can be the guy. The problem is, and I've always felt this way about Seth, this is not a recent thing. I've been saying this about Seth as far back as 2018. He's just a good hand at best. You know who Seth is? Seth is Chris Jericho in 2000. Just a solid upper card guy. That's what he is. He's a solid guy. He can be in the Intercontinental title picture, U.S. title picture. He can be in the tag team. He can be a face. He can be a heel. You can get a good match out of him. He is not the guy that you focus a company around. He's just not. He's not
Which I think
charismatic
about
enough.
that.
He's not
He's a good
marketable
Pip.
enough.
Yeah, he's Scottie Pippen of the Shield.
Yeah. And that's not a bad spot to be in. That's not a bad spot to be in. You're still getting paid. You're
It's
still
not,
getting
but
main events.
it's not a bad spot to be in, but he's one of those guys that just wants more. And I don't
Right.
and I don't blame him because not a lot of guys because there's not a lot of people that want more, that they're complacent. He's not.
Right. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that he's not complacent just sitting and catering. I appreciate that. But it's like the old saying goes, man. If the shoe fits, it doesn't fit with Seth. It will
And I
never
like
fit with
that.
Seth.
I'm glad you brought that shit up, TKO. He is hungry for more. He keeps pushing, like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna just sit here and just be, oh, I'm just that guy that was with the Shield. No, I'm not a Roman Reigns shadow. I'm not a Dean Ambrose shadow. I want to be that guy too. I can be that guy because let's really be real. When it comes to ring work, I'm better than both of them in the ring, which he is. He just doesn't have
He
that.
is.
He just doesn't have that character like they got.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
you gotta be. You ain't got the killer instinct like a Jordan, though, man. You know what I'm saying? The tribal chief is Jordan out here.
Oh,
But
hell
Pippen,
yeah.
yeah, Pippen
He's
is
never known.
He's just
Yeah, I was just gonna.
he's just never
Yeah,
been a killer like they are. That's the
because
only thing they have.
he doesn't know who he is. That's why
Do
they
you
give
think it's
him a new.
because maybe because he's naturally a cornball? Do you think that's what it is? Because we all thought, let's really be real, because we was doing this shit around the time when he was a good guy. Or maybe he was about to be in our inception, I would say. We thought that he was a cornball, Roman Reigns, but he was a good guy. But it's like when he turned into a heel, it's like he got more relaxed. You feel me?
That's because
Yeah.
That's because when Roman turned, he was being himself.
Right.
What it is, bro? What it is Seth doesn't have a character. He doesn't know who Seth Rollins is. He said that himself. It was like I think it was like
He's
an
a
NXT
visionary. That's
documentary.
that's who he
No.
is.
What it is like if you notice this, right? Every 2 years or some shit, they give him some new nickname, hoping it sticks. Remember? First he was the architect, but they never explained what that meant. Remember? The architect. Then he
Actually,
was
hold on, let's slow down. He actually did explain what the architect was yesterday when he cut that promo. He did explain that.
Yesterday. How many years did it take for him to explain that shit?
Yeah, like
That's
he
like
did.
10 years too late to explain that shit.
You know what?
Yeah,
I think
he does have a point about that though. They have given him multiple nicknames when they broke him off.
Right.
It was
They have, they have.
First he was the architect.
architect.
Then he was
Yeah,
the Kingslayer. Then he was
yeah.
the Beast Slayer. Then he was the Visionary. No, I'm sorry. It was the Messiah. Then it was the Visionary. See, they keep giving him different nicknames and different gimmicks because they don't know who he is. And he doesn't know who he is. And they're hoping that each time they give him a new name, it'll stick. And nothing sticks. So when he has this theme song, you know, where the fans sing his song, that's the first time ever. Like, and I'm being serious. That's the first time in his entire WWE run where he has something that sticks. Fans
That's
like
probably
singing his
why.
song.
That's probably why he doesn't change it, because he knows that the bread and
Right.
butter.
But it doesn't fit a heel. It doesn't fit a heel. Why would you sing his song if he's a heel? That doesn't make sense. You should change the song, but he doesn't want to change the song because it's the only thing he's ever done in his run from a character perspective where it's like, hey, this is working. Why are you still wearing the crazy elaborate suits when you're a heel? That also doesn't make sense. It just doesn't work.
Too? See, it all goes back to the Vince McMahon syndrome, because we could tell they usually have that meeting with the talent. When the Shield, when they first came together, Vince probably had that meeting, and he probably put Roman over like $1 million for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And whereas he just told Moxley, well, you just do whatever, and Seth, you just do whatever, but we focus on Roman Reigns. That's our guy right there.
Yeah.
That kind of does that, because that makes him break talent. Probably mess with his confidence a little bit too.
Yeah,
like the whole, like right now,
you definitely could tell like Roman was his guy, because if you notice, especially when they had their little salute, when the Shield had their little salute with the 3 fist bump, this dude was always in the middle. Remember, Roman Reigns was always in the middle, wasn't he?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
and he was the one. Hold on, he was the one that always got the last word. He was always the one that said, "Believe in the Shield." He always got the last word.
Right.
Yeah. That's the grooming. It's the grooming up to the next guy.
Right.
And
right.
And it goes also to, you already know that you're always going to still be considered a placeholder. Because even Seth feels like he's a placeholder to the guy. Seems like CM Punk said he was a placeholder to John Cena. Because
you got a point about that, though. You got a point about that. Punk was, especially with Punk, even when he was champion, he was a placeholder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
like he was keeping the belt warm for Dewey.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Seth is. Seth is, he's, and I'm using Jericho as an example, but there's many guys you can name, like there's Jericho, there's Punk, there's Ricky Steamboat, he's just the solid upper card guy who can be in the main event, but not really be like the guy, and
not the guy.
And he can be trusted because they could trust him because he doesn't like fail wellness policies. That's another thing.
Right. He's not.
Like,
you can trust him.
Like we'll throw
he's definitely a company guy without a shadow of a doubt.
Like we'll give you a few, like if the time comes, we'll give you the world title for the work you put in, but you're still not going to be like the hood ornament of our company.
So what do you think? So what do you guys think? What's gonna get him over that hump?
Well, the first thing he's got to do right now is, and it's not just him, it's this whole group. They're not getting heat. Like earlier, you guys were talking about the Death Riders, and the Death Riders it's not a good heel group either. But to the Death Riders' credit, they get heat. They do stuff to make the fans boo. When the Bloodline got its run, they also got heat. What Roman did, what Jimmy did, what Jay did. If you're a heel group, the most important job is to get booed. Well, right now, this group is a flop because the fans aren't booing Seth.
Yeah, because they're cheering Braun.
They're not booing Braun. They're not booing Reed. Like nobody in this group is getting any heat because the fans want to cheer Braun.
That's for multiple reasons. Number one, Seth's song. Fans are still going to sing it. Number two, people want to see Braun Breaker be that next guy. And three, the tsunami with Bronson Reed, that's over.
Yes.
Right.
The same tsunami that he put this dude on the fucking shelf over. That's why I was like, yo, why would you want to link up with this dude knowing damn well you could pack him up? It makes no sense. You know this dude can't fuck with you. Why would you follow this dude as a leader? It's stupid.
You want to hear something ironic, though? The last one-on-one match that Bronson Reed had before he got hurt, he beat Seth.
Yeah. And then you join him right after that? You look goofy as hell.
Nah, what it is, though, this is the main reason why, is every heel needs a real good antagonist. You need a real popular antagonist to really build that heat off of. Like, you could beat Sami Zayn ass. Yeah, we like Sami, but he ain't really nobody we gonna be like, oh, we gonna cry over. They need a feud with the tribal chief. He's the only one right now that can really get him over right now, if whatever he decide to show up. But at the same time, that's where he can really get his heat from, because the crowd loves Roman Reigns. They like
Really?
everybody else. Roman Reigns is like the Austin right now. He's the Austin Rock category right now.
Yeah, he's definitely at that pinnacle. I'll definitely agree with that. So Black Star said, this dude Seth Rollins' favorite wrestler is Undertaker, and he never even had a match with him. That's fucking crazy. They couldn't fucking finagle something with that. They couldn't work out
Didn't
a
he
program.
wrestle? Didn't he wrestle Taker like in a match when he was still in the Shield?
They
Oh
had a
yeah, you're right.
six-man.
Yeah.
But never a one-on-one. Yeah.
Oh
It was
yeah,
a handicap match.
yeah. I think the only one to fight. I think he's the only one in the Shield to never fight him 1-on-1. That's
Yeah.
pretty wild.
Yeah.
That is pretty wild.
That's what I mean when I say he's got little man syndrome. You know,
Yeah,
because
you can't.
you mentioned because you
But
mentioned
it's like, can you fault him though? I'll be feeling
Right.
the type of way too.
yeah.
you Pippin, man. I mean,
What do you need?
that's what it is.
What he needs to do is because I compare him to Jericho, and Jericho was in the same spot for a long time in WWE.
Yeah.
But what really got him over, what finally got Jericho to the promised land, was in 2008 when he did that character change. You know, where he started wearing suits and he cut his hair and he started using those big ass SAT words and he started speaking all serious. Do you understand what I'm saying to you
Call
right
them
now?
motherfuckers
Like
troglodytes and shit.
Right. Like what he was doing in like
Right.
2008, 2009, like Jericho finally found it. Like he finally found like that thing he needed to truly be like a legitimate main eventer in WWE. And it took Jericho a while because if you remember, he won the undisputed title at the very end of 2001. He dropped to Triple H, and from 2002 to like fucking '07, he was just a mid card guy. You know, so he struggled for a long time before he finally found it. Just like Booker T struggled before he found King Booker. So it takes time to find it.
Right.
Seth has to find that character. It's just in Seth's case, though, it's been a lot longer. He's been in WWE for like what, a decade?
Yeah,
At least a decade.
it's been a long time.
Right.
Decade
It's like
plus. Yep.
So
yeah,
I wanted to address the chat real quick. Like, I'm not ignoring y'all comments. Y'all can still comment in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I just get around to it when I can, because I know we got people at the table right now. They want to land their plane and shit. Don't think you're not a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? That you good, Black Saw. You could comment and all that shit. It's all good. When it comes to Black Saw, when it comes to ballet, when it comes to my dude Blaze, Josh, all of y'all. Yeah, I want to comment. Keep hitting that shit up. It's all goody. Let me ask TKO and this dude Coked Out Sean, what you guys think this dude Seth Rollins could do to get over that hump, to not look like the dude that's always in these guys' shadow? What can Seth Rollins do?
That first of all, the faction gotta be more dominant. Like you gotta go on both shows. Even if you gotta go to NXT and kick some ass. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta go on all different shows and whoop everybody ass to make you feel like this whole thing is a threat.
You know what? I thought about that shit. I thought about like them invading NXT or something like that, and then having this dude Seth Rollins cut a promo like, "Oh, I remember this place. I conquered this place too. Y'all gonna learn. I built all of this."
He did say that in his promo.
He did. He said it last night. Yeah, but he needs to show that shit. Go to these places and show these motherfuckers. Like, if it wasn't for me, y'all motherfuckers would not eat.
Because the bloodline, it felt dominant. The NWO, it felt dominant. The Shield felt dominant. We don't feel dominant so far from this faction. They just, they just beat a guy down here and there, and it cuts the next week. We gotta feel like we under a new era.
Right.
Yo, King Eric, I've been waiting for that shit ever since this supposed new administration had pulled up. I don't feel no new era anywhere. Now, granted, there are some things that I like, especially when it comes to that drone. How the fuck is a drone the MVP of this whole era? I love that drone. But other than that, it's not really much.
They getting too complacent with the creativity. Because Triple H,
it's lackadaisical and it's safe.
They
it's
not
way
taking,
too safe.
No, they not taking any risks, and If you ever wanted any more of an example, look at the King of the Ring.
Yeah. Now, granted, these dudes had a great match last night. I really loved that match between Jay Uso and this dude Cody Rhodes. But it's like
You
we
gave
all
us.
knew Cody was gonna be in the finals. We all
This
knew
shit
this shit was
makes no
gonna happen.
sense. I already
He
talked about
doesn't
this
even need
already.
to be. He didn't even need to be
Yeah,
in the tournament at
this shit
all.
makes no
Exactly.
sense. The shit makes no sense because one rematch clause, and then some people are like, well, they dismissed rematch clauses. Okay, he still pinned Cena at Money in the Bank. I don't know about you guys, but as a wrestling fan who's been watching wrestling for over 30 years, one of the biggest wrestling one-on-one rules is if the champion gets pinned in a match, non-title or not, the person that pinned him gets a title shot.
And
Makes
that's the
sense.
main
Doesn't
thing
matter if
that
it's a
fucking
tag match.
kills me. When it comes to motherfuckers
Yeah,
like that, they gotta go in a tournament. But if he was a loser Cena, he get an instant rematch.
Right.
These
yeah.
motherfuckers love rewarding losers, but when a motherfucker actually wins shit, like, what the fuck are we doing here?
And plus another complaint too that with his booking, he slow burns every fucking thing. How many times?
Right.
How long have we been waiting for? What's the guy name? Austin Theory and
Yeah,
the
these
other dude. What's his
motherfuckers,
name?
Yeah.
A-Town
Yeah.
down bum, these
Yeah.
A-Town
I'm
down
glad
bum
you mentioned that. There's
It's
motherfuckers.
slow
a.
Oh, yo,
burn.
let Triple
There.
H cook. Let Triple
Yeah.
H cook. The kitchen
There's slow
fucking on
This
burn.
shit already
fire.
burned. This shit already
There's slow
burned.
burn. There's slow burn, and then there's like this is just taking too long. That's an example of that. Like I'm not making this
Yeah,
up. Do you know how long that story's been going? That story between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory
For like
has
2
been going.
years.
It's been going since Elimination Chamber last year.
That shit been
Last
going on for
year.
like 2 years, yo. They always
it
So
it feels like it's been going on longer than that.
that's what
Ever
I'm
since.
saying.
no
No, matter of
single
fact,
person cares about that
no,
story.
matter of fact, it's been going on since they lost the tag team titles, and that was 2 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They always tease that shit, them having dissension and
Uh,
disagreement. It's been like 2 years.
Same with the
My
Judgment Day.
yeah, I was gonna go on that. My biggest criticism about Triple H's booking is that he tells the same story. And then some people will say, "Oh, well, if it works," I'm like, "It's still lazy though." Like the Judgment Day is just the same story on loop. The story started with Edge as the leader, and then Balor turned on him. And I guess I mean, I don't know who was the leader after that, but it was like Balor, Priest,
I
Rhea,
guess you could
and then
say
later
Liv.
on,
Liv
I
was
guess you.
no,
ended up being the
no, no,
leader.
no. Really, in retrospect, Rhea was
I
the leader.
No, Rhea,
nah,
yeah, excuse me, yeah.
nah.
Rhea
Rhea
was
was
the
the
leader
damn.
Yeah,
first. Then after
right,
Nah,
that,
right, right,
yeah.
right.
Rhea
So
was
then
the
it
leader.
was
She was. She was definitely.
right. So then it was uh, Rhea, Balor, Priest, and then Dom. Okay, then that was fine. That was fine. They cooked for a bit, right? Priest cashed in, okay, and then Balor turned on Priest. Okay, cool, whatever, fine. Now Priest is out the group. Now they're doing this tension, or they were doing this tension between Balor and Dom, and I'm like, that's the same exact story. And then you bring in Roxanne, and Liv is like, I don't like you. And Roxanne's like, oh, but I want to help. So it's like now it's the same story. It's literally
Yeah.
the same story. It's just tension between like how many times it's very uncreative. It's just lazy. Why is
Now
this
they
group
about.
still a thing?
Now they about to
Appreciate
give. Now they about to give Roxanne one half of the women's tag titles and
Yeah,
have
just
Liv.
cause. Just cause she's there. Here you go, Roxanne. That's how worthless those belts are. Appreciate you, Ballet. Yeah, we having a great discussion tonight, B. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, please.
You want to
Man,
hear something else that's crazy?
that WCW hardcore belt is worth more than that damn women's
It
tag
really
belt.
is. It really is. No cap. It really is.
Oh, you want to
But
here's something else that's
we gotta
crazy
ask you,
about that.
TKO. We gotta ask you because we ain't get to ask you yet. What do you think Seth Rollins needs to do to get over that hump to get out of Mox and Roman Reigns' shadow?
Well, I do agree that group does need to look dominant. I do agree. I don't have a problem with them like beating up everybody just to show, like, yo, we're here now. It's really gonna change. But as far as Seth goes, personally, he needs to find himself. I know it's been a long time. It takes a while to do it, but he does need to find himself because he's been missing something to truly make him the guy for a while now.
Like what do you think? What do you think it could be?
I don't know. I mean, it could be a few things, like a killer instinct. Maybe the character's not hitting. Maybe he just needs to reconnect with the crowd and stay off the social media. But yeah,
And you know what? At first, I was thinking putting Paul Heyman with him would be good, but if anything,
if
to
anything,
keep
it's only kind of made it worse.
hurting him right now because Paul knows how to gain heat. But see, just like you guys said, these guys are doing the opposite and
I
trying to
see you,
gain.
Anubis.
Yeah.
Like, why is he going out there and still doing his "My name is Paul Heyman" shtick?
Yeah, and it's
Fans
like
are,
it doesn't really work
because
for
it works.
everybody. Yeah, like
Because it works.
it only work for like motherfuckers like a Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns. With Seth Rollins, it's like it doesn't really, you know what I mean? It don't hit the same.
Because it works. It works, and they don't want to change. Like I said, like they got to be creative and change it up, and they don't want to change it up because it gets a reaction. That's why
We
this doesn't
still
work.
don't, because you know why? We still don't know why the fuck Paul Heyman wants to even be cool with Seth Rollins in the first place, and vice versa. Why y'all motherfuckers cool? What is the point of all of this? All of y'all
That's moment
motherfuckers was
booking,
mad
bro.
at each other and was beefing with each other and trying to take each other out not too long ago. This ain't like years ago. This is like what? Within months. You
I
all tried to
also
kill
want
each
to
other.
I
They're
also want
doing
to
what
point
they
out.
say is moment booking. They're doing moment at the moment booking for moments. That's what
Yeah,
WCW used to
exactly.
do.
Shock value booking. That's what Triple H does. And it's like, and this dude TK does it also. Let's not get it fucked up. They do like something for the spur of the moment, and then there's no end game. There's no
Yeah,
storyline laid out for like a month or two. Like, okay, this was the story is gonna go within 3 months. It's not scribbled in pencil. It's just like, okay,
yeah.
we just see what happens next week. We just go with the flow.
Well, one thing I do give TK credit for over WWE is when they do moments like that, they at least try to make it make sense.
Who?
WWE, no, let me finish. Let me finish. They at least, whereas WWE does moments like this, and then they just do amnesia like we're supposed to forget it.
AEW does the same fucking thing. They love discontinuing storylines.
Um, y'all are
What's
talking
good,
about Tyler
Anubis? What's
Black.
going on, my guy?
Chilling. I just jumped in real quick because I'm at work still. Y'all was talking
Appreciate
about
it.
Tyler Black, right?
Yeah, what you got?
All I was gonna say about Tyler Black was him and Davey Richards have the same problem. They're excellent wrestlers. They can get the crowd going, but problem is neither one of them ever really had much personality. Like none. None. Like
Yeah.
what always got them over were their matches. At least that's what I remember from ROH. Like, if you ever seen Seth Rollins as Tyler Black, great wrestler. Never really a great talker. Even if he does speak, every time he's ever spoke, when he's healing it up, I don't believe him. When he's the good guy, I don't believe him. When he's the architect, I don't believe him. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. David Richards has a great look. Like he can look mean and point, and he looks like he's gonna beat the hell out of you. But outside of that, you don't know why, you don't know how, you don't really care. You're just like, all right, get it over with.
Go ahead,
That's all
y'all.
I.
What's your thoughts?
I get it, man. Hey, I get it. Like I said, Seth just needs to find it. I don't know what it is, but it's something he's missing.
He's
And he's
got the
been
skills. He's got the
That's
skills
good.
up the yin yang, but it's
That's
just
good.
no personality, really.
Now, I think it goes into he's just not a part of being that guy. He's a great upper guy like a Jericho or a Benoit or whatever, but in
I
terms
think
of being the front face and center of what the WWE prototype is, it's a totally different beast.
Yeah.
I'll say this though. I think I agree with what Toph said, because he was talking about, like, him being an architect, and I told Toph that he actually did explain why he's called the architect. But Toe said, "Look, when he said it, it's already too late. It's been like 10 years. Like, should we even care now? Like, it took you this long to explain who the fuck you are." Because in that promo, he did explain what was going on, like when it comes to him as a character, but it just went over so many people's heads because it's like we really don't care what you got going on right now.
He says stuff that sounds smart but doesn't elaborate. Like for instance, he says he's a visionary but doesn't explain why. Then he says he's the Messiah but doesn't explain why. Like, you know what I mean? That's what it's doing.
Oh wait, last thing I want to say before I roll is
It's
pertaining to
basically
what we're
word
talking about.
salad.
Yeah, all I was gonna say, yeah, he says all of this stuff, but the reason I don't buy it is because he doesn't even buy what he's saying.
Right.
That's the problem with a lot of characters today.
That's exactly how. That's exactly how I feel about John Cena's heel turn now. He says he says the right stuff, but it doesn't. But it's not believable.
When he was a heel back in the day, it made more sense.
That's because it flowed naturally.
The doctor of ergonomics.
And I think that's why the tribal chief worked, because we knew why he called himself the tribal chief and then the bloodline and all the extra shit. It was understood. I think they could have went. Yeah. I think they could have really went surgical with this shit. Like when it comes to like vignettes and shit like that, they could have really went crazy with it. But you know, that's neither here nor there.
But bro, this is what be pissing me off about WWE. Not just WWE, but wrestling promotions in general, because they're not the only ones that do this. This just tells me they can do it. They just don't want to. And I don't know why. There's so much money they could be that they're sleeping on.
And you know what's funny? These motherfuckers do that shit. NWA, they be having like outside segments where motherfuckers they're not in the arena or they're not in the ring. They be having segments outside, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
Something different.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, y'all could do shit like this and spice things up. Like I said from before, with the whole this dude Damian Priest getting a block named after him in fucking in the Bronx. They could have Drew McIntyre go over there and straight violate.
Word,
they could have easily did that.
But you know what? Back to a lot of the wrestlers, it goes back to the majority of the wrestlers today don't believe in their character. Like, let me give y'all a prime example. When I was a youngster, right, I went ahead. I actually met Ravishing Rick Rude and Big Van Vader at an airport in 1993, and I wanted. I wanted
the same time.
You
met both of them at the same day, the same.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Same day. The picture should be out there because Rude was holding like a gun. So I'm thinking that picture is out there somewhere. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But I went up to him and I wanted him to sign my little magazine, right? I got the WCW magazine. And Rick Rude told me, just get away from me, you little snot. And I was like, you know what?
Wow.
I ain't mad because he playing the goal. He playing the character. You know what I'm saying?
They really lived their gimmicks back then. So yeah.
And Vader, Vader went ahead and gave me the pound and everything. I think he was kind of like, turning face. But Rude just being Rick Rude for what he was. I wasn't even mad. I was like, I felt, yeah, this motherfucker really playing that role for real. I say,
I remember. Nah, you ain't wrong though. I remember back then, motherfuckers really lived their gimmick back in the day. That's because they
get away from me, you little snot. I said,
I think I told this story before on Nate's old show, Inside Wrestling. That's my first time sharing it here, a Roundtable. The coolest thing that ever happened to me when I was a kid was I met Raven at a WCW Saturday night taping. It was right before Fall Brawl in September, and we saw 2 WCW Saturday night tapings. And I met a lot of wrestlers. I met the Steiner brothers, Booker, DDP. I met Kurt Hennig, Scott Norton, X-Pac, Bagwell, whatever. But if you remember,
that sounds amazing. Damn, that sounds amazing.
But if you remember back then, Raven was doing the whole flock thing, and his whole gimmick was basically just sitting in the crowd, just no selling, not really, kind of like just in his own world or some shit. So I saw Raven, and he was sitting like 3 rows behind us, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's Raven!" And I was like 7 or 8, and I was with my dad, my brother, and my cousin, and I was like, "I'm gonna talk to him." And my cousin Alfonso was like, "You're not gonna talk to him." I'm like, "I'm gonna talk to him, bro." And then my brother was like, "Raven's gonna tell you to. He's gonna tell you to fuck off." I'm like, "I'm gonna talk to him." So I waited until break because when you're if you've been to a live event before or a live show,
Yeah.
the cameras will tell you when they're going to break. Because
Yeah.
you can just tell. So I
Yeah,
knew they were
yeah.
on break. So I waited till we went to break, and I walked up to Raven, and I was like, "Excuse me, Mr. Raven, can I get your autograph?" And he was like, "Sure, kid." And he pulled out a book. He was reading Archie Sonic. It was so fucking cool, like the Sonic Archie comics from back in the day. He was a
Oh hell
Sonic fan.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh wow, you like Sonic?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Who's your favorite character?" And I said, "I love Knuckles." And he's like, "Oh, I love Knuckles too." And he was talking about how he wanted to play Sonic CD, but he didn't have time to play it because he's a wrestler, he's on the road, but I didn't have time to
Right.
play it. So it was really cool. Then at the very end, he was like, "Hey, well, it was nice talking to you, but I got to get back to work." And I was like, "All right, cool." I went back to my seat. Director was like, "Back to action," and he just went right back. He had like that same stoic look. And that's when I got it. I was like, "Oh, he's working." I was like,
Mm.
"Oh," So it was like it was a magical moment, like when you're a kid,
Yeah,
you figure it out.
that's a
Like,
great
That's
story.
good.
you kind
That's
of
awesome.
That's a great story. I like that.
That's awesome.
That was what's up. I like
That
that.
that's awesome.
But that's crazy,
Yeah, that,
right? Because like if you're a kid now and you watch wrestling, it's like, how do you figure it out? Because they don't hide it anymore. You know?
yeah, they don't.
You good
Yeah.
Anubis.
The
Oh,
kayfabe is dead
give me
as a
one sec. Give me
motherfucker.
one second, King Eric. I was gonna say this real quick. What Black Star had said, because Black Star had brought up a good point. And yeah, Anubis, yo, I appreciate that. I appreciate you pulling up anyway, my dude. You already know you're always welcome. Black Star said Benoit Christopher never really had a character as well. And if you really think of it, he really didn't. All we known him for is, toothless aggression, and that was the main thing.
He was a great wrestler.
But he was, yeah.
The
So
ring intensity mixed up with it because he made shit believable.
I think that's what it was, because like everything he did, especially with his chops, everything was just high impact. Like most of Benoit's matches, you could tell, like, nah, this motherfucker hitting him for real.
I think that was his thing. He was a high impact level player. Like
Yeah.
he didn't really need a character. Some guys.
Yeah, he just look everything he did looked believable. I mean,
And that's how we got away with it. He didn't really
yeah,
need a character.
he ain't
Rat,
really cut no memorable promos or none, but he just did his stuff in the ring, do the talking.
The
he was
That's when
Rabbit
him.
he took
Wolverine.
with the 10 damn suplexes and shit. I said, "Yo, this motherfucker's a machine."
Yeah, man. You may not be able to remember a promo from him, but I can remember great matches from him.
Yo, I actually agree with something you said earlier, coked out, Sean, when you was talking about Roman. There's only one time, and I don't know if you guys remember, it was really brief. It was like a blink and you miss it feud. Um, the only time that I really feel like Seth actually had a character that was working. Remember, like right before Vince got whacked, Roman was champion. He was the Universal Champion. He was in the middle of his run. Remember when he had to face Seth at the Rumble, and they
Yep.
had
Yeah.
that promo, and Seth was on like some Joker Two-Face type shit, and Roman seemed like despite the fact that he was the tribal chief, he seemed uncomfortable because in storyline, this is true. Roman has never beaten Seth ever. Every time they've had a one-on-one match, Seth has always beaten him. So that's actually a pretty cool fact. So Seth was like playing these Joker like mind games with him, and when they had the match at the Rumble, he came out wearing the Shield suit to the Shield theme, and Roman was like shook, and everybody was like, "Oh shit!" And Roman was like giving Seth everything. He was spearing him, he was Superman punching him, and he just couldn't put Seth away. And I think that match ended on a DQ. Yeah, it was a DQ. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
DQ.
Yeah,
And
that
it
was a
was
great
like,
match.
oh shit. Yeah, it was like, wow, where's this gonna go? And it was just dropped. Like it didn't happen. Like they just moved on from it. And I'm like, no, like that was their chance right there. They should have pivoted. And because I think they ended up doing Brock and Roman again, which like, whatever.
Oh, that's the
I guess
Vince
the match.
McMahon. That's the Vince McMahon dream
That's how you
match.
know. That's how you know. That's how you know that Vince was running things. They ran this match back
Right.
They ran this match back 3 times at Mania.
That was his chance right there. It wasn't even a feud. It was like because it was a mini pro. Because like usually when a champion has a title match at a Rumble, it's filler. Rarely does a champion lose at Rumble, right? So I can't even call it a real feud. It was more like a brief stint more than anything. That was Seth's chance right there. And to his credit, he did his job. But Vince gonna Vince. So so
They
But you know
never.
what? You know
They
what?
still haven't ran this match back since then.
That could be the key reason why he was struggling because he was a victim of the Vince McMahon era. So therefore, when Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Roman, I think those are the guys that was mainly focused. Only reason why he was able to coexist was because he was a Triple H guy. Like Kevin Owens is a Triple H guy. Sami Zayn is a Triple H guy. People from that NXT Black and Gold were Triple H guys, so they were able to achieve more. Because think about this: if Triple H wasn't running, oh man, those guys would be in catering.
Yeah. Y'all know about Fanatic Fest?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. They pulled up in New York.
I thought they was in Jersey. It wasn't in Jersey.
It was. It was in both places.
Oh, okay. Yeah, B. Always wanted to go to one of these. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Go there. They have games. I guess they also got meet and greets.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they have what's his name? Halliburton there. Was he there?
Who? Oh,
From
Tyrone
Indiana Pacers.
Halliburton. Yeah,
Yeah.
the dude for
think
the
he was it.
Pacers. I'm
Yeah,
not too sure. Was he there?
I'm
I
thinking he's a
think.
WWE ambassador. I think he's an ambassador for the company, ain't he? Because he's even in the video game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's in the video game. Yeah.
I know one of my I know one of my homeboys went to Fanatic Fest. He took a picture with the Undertaker, so it
Oh,
was pretty
nice.
lit. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Like, man, look, y'all got a chance to go there. Go, B. Why not? Go have
Yeah.
some fun.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna
Hey,
hit that up sometime next time they do it.
Well, I wanna shit. You got me want to look up, see what its next tickets is gonna be sold at.
all I gotta know,
Word.
all I gotta say is this, y'all, is expect that meltdown for Rikishi this week.
Yeah, like I figured he would have been came out with his meltdown.
He
It's coming.
did. He had a meltdown over Jay Uso, but what my thing is, he's only upset with Jay. Like he's not even talking about his son.
Right. That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
like
He,
my dude, what about Jimmy? Jimmy is
he
worse
doesn't
off than
care.
Jay. You ain't
He
say a
doesn't
peep
care.
about Jimmy.
Yeah, he doesn't care about Jimmy or Solo being absolutely lost. All he,
Right, Solo's about to get a U.S. championship match, and he didn't even do nothing.
Don't give a fuck about them kids, man. He don't care about Jay. I'm like, you ain't shit, Rikishi.
You could tell Jay is the favorite of the group. Like
Yeah.
clearly, Rikishi's established that. Like, bro, Solo's
Bro,
about to get the U.S. title possibly, and Jimmy, albeit people like him, he ain't done nothing significant since he's been on his own.
So, well, hold on. Black
man.
Star said, give me a second. Black Star said he remembered when he met Eddie and his brothers in the hotel, and he didn't know who Eddie was until he watched Nitro a week later, and his brother said, "Isn't that the guy from the hotel?" What? So he was on WC. Wait, hold on. What the hell are you doing in a hotel at that age?
Wait,
Like,
what? Wait,
yeah,
what
because
now?
Eddie,
Wait.
because if I'm not sure, because I don't know how old you are, Black Soul, but I know you got to
He's
be
the same age as
younger
me,
than me.
so he would have
You
been the
got to be
same
younger than
age.
me. So how the hell you seen Eddie in a hotel at a young age? What are you doing in the hotel
Yo,
at around that time?
excellent detective work, said man.
Like I pay attention to shit.
Jesus Christ.
It's an extra detective work. Oh man.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna check this out. You know what channel was on point? Is that WWE Vault channel, right?
Oh
And
hell
they
yeah.
showed a segment where Hogan ducked the fade from Giant Gonzalez.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They
Yeah, I
got
see
rid
you
of
had posted that. Yeah, what was that about?
Yeah, they had like a I think it was like Money Inc. versus Hogan and Buddha's Beefcake. It was some type of match they had on a house show. And then it was like a lumberjack match or some shit they had. And then after Hogan got the win, they had like a whole brawl. And everybody cleared out. And there was Hogan and Giant Gonzalez. And Hogan was just staring at him. The Giant Gonzalez was coming to him, and Hogan just slid under the ring, and he ain't want none.
Oh my God.
And then Hogan looked like a bitch. Yeah.
But
But
that's
in
Giant
Hogan,
Gonzalez though. Let's really be real though.
I
Like, that
mean,
motherfucker like
yeah,
8 feet
in
tall.
Hogan's defense, though, Ryan Gonzalez is like 8 feet, and he's not exactly the most safest guy to fight. I mean,
Yeah,
good
so
lord.
I
I mean,
want
good
to
lord. I mean, ass Taker. Jesus.
So Black Star said him and his family was in Miami for a basketball tournament. All right.
No, I was like, hold up, man. Hogan ducking fades now. And the funny part was the crowd was booing him.
Yeah, that's why they got rid of it. They did a post earlier today, actually talking about the Vault channel. Said they're gonna do the best they can to find a Hogan Jake segment, and they ain't gonna find that shit. I've been looking for
Oh,
that shit
then
for like 20 years.
he would be the greatest. That would be the greatest channel in the world if he finds that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't body slam Giant Gonzalez like that. 'Cause this was Hogan off the steroid.
Hey, yo, big ups to the AEW channel for, I don't know what happened these past couple of weeks, but somebody there finally figured out, hey guys, we have a pretty expansive library. Let's start posting our matches. And so they've been posting their stuff recently. Today, or not today, yesterday they posted the Iron Man between MJF and Danielson. And I was like, all right, fine, like, all right, cool. Like, keep posting more content, man. They posted Sting and Darby against Christian and Swerve last week, and the week before that they posted Osprey and Omega. I saw an upcoming post. I think tomorrow they'll be posting Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker. That's good because they've been around long enough now to actually start posting. You know, because if you follow WWE,
Where the fuck
TNA,
is
or Ring of
Britt
Honor,
Baker? Where is she?
she's gone. She's gone, bro.
She's
gone.
she been gone, man. It's not official yet, but she's definitely on her way
This
out.
shit is insanity. Like,
Gone, bro.
Are you really gonna miss Britt Baker though?
I like Britt Baker. What's wrong with her?
And honestly, and I mean this
Of
to be
course,
serious.
I'm thinking about her because I just asked about her just now.
Right, and honestly, to be serious, and this is me being serious, right? Because you gotta put wrestling aside. Anyone who's had a seizure shouldn't be wrestling at all. She really shouldn't.
Yeah, like
So,
what's her name again? Your boo. What's her name again? I
Serena,
forgot her name.
Serena
Serena,
Deeb.
Yeah,
right,
she
right.
had
That's
caught
why she's
2
been
back to
limited.
back. Yeah.
Well, that's why Serena's been limited. You notice that?
Yeah.
So that could play a part in it.
Cause you know what it is, because they be keeping their health issues on the wraps in AEW. That's why when you know what I'm saying, when people just magically just don't be on TV, you know, we question it. Like, okay, what happened? They was in the middle of something. Why you just stopped? Come
And
to
plus,
figure
they're
out there's
going.
some health issues. But it's like we're gonna question it.
And
It's only
plus, they
natural.
keep going. Plus, they keep going at a fast pace. I guarantee you all that adrenaline. Plus, I'm sure what they're putting in their bodies to keep that adrenaline going, like it's gonna catch
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
That's the
was
way these
yeah.
guys work. These guys work a real extreme aggressive style. It's not like it was in the 70s and the 80s where all a motherfucker do with just a body slam, a turnbuckle smash, an axe handle, and then you do a power slam for a pin. These guys be doing extreme measures every
Right.
single.
Motherfucking what's that? Mexican destroyers on
Destroyers.
the ring apron.
They be
I could
doing
tell.
destroyers, package pile
Package
drivers.
pile drivers off the top rope.
Yeah. I could tell Britt was like on her way out because like when she came back for that last run, it was to a point where she had to receive like shots in her back before a match, and it's just like, okay, like if it's that bad, then you probably shouldn't perform anymore.
Yeah.
Some people just don't have the bodies for it. Like Rock's daughter, Ava. Like I see she's
Yeah.
giving up on it now because before she even joined the PC, I had read that she had like 3 different ACL tears. I'm like, how do you have 3? She was like 19.
Wow.
She was like 19. Like, how do you tear it 3 times? Like, some people just don't have the body for it, you know?
If that dude John would have heard that, he would have been celebrating. Like, yes.
Oh my god.
You know how he gives it up. I'm like, damn, my dude, it's never that serious.
I think Britt will be okay though. I mean, she's a real dentist in real life, so she should be good.
Yeah, she'll be good. Yeah.
But yo, guess whose birthday it is today? You already know whose birthday it is. You know I gotta pull it up on a super duper highly expensive Counciltron real quick. Yeah. This dude is a motherfucking hood legend.
Zeus. Oh wow. Oh wow.
You already know me.
You know, I had a dream
Debo
once.
birthday.
I had a dream once that Zeus came out and they played the Debo music from Friday. It was so amazing.
No lie, that would have been really dope if he really had that Debo music back then. That would have hit so perfectly.
It would have. It really would have.
Him pulling up on the bike.
Yo, we miss you, Debo. We really fucking do, B. Thanks for the memories.
Imagine him pulling up on the bike at the Buddha's Beefcake shop.
Oh my god!
that'd be
I'm
great.
I'm jacking the scissors and putting you through that windshield.
What you got on my world title, homie?
Him throwing Hulk Hogan through the window shield would be so fucking great, man.
What you got on my world title, homie?
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, man. I always have to mention this a few times I get a chance to, man. That's like the only kind of like question mark to me for Ice Cube. You know, you can only blame Hollywood and the studios for so fucking long. Like it doesn't. I know you got the money, Cube, man. It
What's
doesn't
good,
take
Easy
that
E?
long.
Appreciate you for pulling up, Easy E. What's going on?
It doesn't take that long to do another Friday movie, my guy. I know you got the money. I know you do, bro.
Well, here's the difference with that. Like, it's not like he don't have the rights to it. New Line Cinema has the rights to the movie. He just now said he got the rights back, as a matter of fact. But that's another thing too, because it's like, let's really be real. Do you really want another Friday? You know what I mean? So much people
not now
have passed. Yeah, you know.
Not now. You can't.
It's not gonna hit the same, especially without John Witherspoon.
Yeah, we don't have him. We don't have Ezel. We don't have Debo. You know.
Did you know the chick from Did you know the chick from the second movie was homeless at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felicia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna hit the same, man. Only thing that would make it worth it if you have a Smokey, Money Mike, Day interaction.
Yeah, that's the only. You know what? You got a point with that. That's probably the only thing we all want to see. A scene with this dude, Day and Smokey. But it's like, do you think we're really gonna get that same Smokey or even that same Day? It's been like 20 years since they played those particular roles.
I mean, Mike Epps and Chris Tucker are hilarious, but I don't know if it's gonna hit the same. I'd rather just like think about what could have been than actually see it, honestly.
And following the Friday lore, remember this dude, Craig had mentioned that Smokey had went to rehab, so he's gonna have to come back being clean.
Yeah. How's that gonna look?
Right. So, you know,
Here's
I
the
would say this
question.
though. I think it was
I
some
have a
bullshit
question.
that he ain't paid these motherfuckers shit. And then of course, at first he didn't think the movie was gonna do that good, but when the movie ended up doing like hundreds of millions of dollars, you would think he'd be like, you know what? Yo, here go a little incentive. Like here go no, not incentive, but here go a bonus.
Oh
Because this shit
God, that
end up cooking. Here goes some more money to y'all motherfuckers.
I got a question, guys. Do you guys consider the Friday movies and the barbershop movies to be in the same universe?
No.
mm,
What makes you ask that?
Oh no, just I see people bring it up
I see
sometimes.
you.
They wonder.
Oh shit.
oh oh God.
Anubis might have something to say. Oh shit.
You
Oh
talking about
God.
y'all shouldn't
Oh,
have
that
done it.
Friday
Nah.
cartoon. Oh my God.
Should have let me stay. I'm at work and I'm disgruntled anyway. No, I'm just playing. All I was gonna say was yeah, he could have did that, but hell, he could have also paid Lynch Mob. He could have paid Gonzo what he owed him. You know, I'm just
Oh,
saying, this
oh
is a matter.
wow. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, Restful or Gonzo, B. Gonzo, he like family over here.
I'm just saying, like, he didn't really pay Gonzo. Like, Gonzo talked about it. He's like, last time I saw him, to get my residuals, I went up there to his office. I didn't even see him. A secretary handed me a check, and that was our last interaction. And as far as Lynch Mob goes, and this is just alleged. I remember hearing it on Beef. One of the members of Lynch Mob, that's how B Real got Ice Cube's West Side Connection chain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, the Friday. Oh God, that Friday
I heard about
cartoon.
that
I
law.
remember that.
Yeah, the Friday cartoon was horrible. But yeah, so I'm not, and don't get it twisted. Like when it comes to Cube, special stake in his like he's always been real cool as far as I know. But that's because my mom's used to hang out with him. She used to always go O'Shea to him. He hated that. but yeah.
You was
But
gonna
as
say
far as
something,
business wise
King Eric?
goes, he
Oh, I
kind of
thought,
did what he was getting
hold on,
done too.
Lucas. Hold on. I thought this dude, you was about to say something, King Eric?
Yeah, man. I was just saying, man. He'll be like the West Coast Birdman. He ain't gonna pay you.
Right? He was rubbing his hands
that's
together
crazy.
before
Calling Ice
Birdman
Cube.
even.
I don't think Ice Cube was nothing like Birdman. That's wild crazy right there.
Man, Ice Cube was rubbing his
Birdman.
hands together before Birdman was even an egg.
Oh,
See,
man,
for me,
Birdman's a creep.
the shit where I was kind of giving Cube a side eye was the Cat Williams shit last year.
Oh yeah,
And then Cube had to play defense and say that was never filmed. But I said then at the time, I said if you go back and listen to Cat's initial statement, Cat never said it was filmed.
he said it was in the script.
Written in the script. Cube never denied that. He never said, "Oh, that was never scripted." He just simply said that was never filmed. So I'm like, "What kind of time you on, Cube?" Because I know you were the one writing the fucking scripts. You wrote the scripts for all three of the movies. So it's like, what kind of time you on, dude?
What? I got another one. I kind of gave him the side eye even as a kid because he was talking smack to MC. He was talking smack about MC Hammer, and those in the know that MC Hammer wasn't the one to be played with. Listen, look at the titles of his songs. You can't touch this. I'm too legit to quit. The Funky Headhunter. This is the way we roll. You better pray to make it through the day. Those were warnings. Y'all got fooled by the baggy pants.
And the pantyhose. Remember, he used to wear the motherfucking the G-string panties. They got fooled by that too.
Yeah, they got fooled. I'm like, that's still a dude from Oakland. When the last time a bunch of dudes from Oakland wasn't weird? All the Digital Underground was crazy, but nobody fucking tested them.
Yo, I was like, yo, Shook, what type of time you on? Why you filming this dude, MC Hammer, wearing fucking G-string panties? What? Remember Pumps in the Bump? Pumps in the Bump. Remember this motherfucker? He was looking like Gil from Street Fighter. Like, what
but you know, I bet you Suge was like, I'm scared of that nigga.
Oh man,
MC Hammer wasn't to be played with. People forgot that.
I don't even know how the fuck we got here, but yo, man, we miss you, Debo. Rest well, definitely.
Yeah, I don't care. I still loved watching him in wrestling, and I still loved him in No Holds Barred. That was the only part of the movie I liked.
Yeah, like No Holds Barred was like a guilty pleasure.
You jackass!
Dookie.
I always thought No Holds Barred was funny, and then I read the origin story of how the movie happened, and now it's even funnier.
You remember that ballet? Remember that shit? This dude's wearing fucking panties. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck? with leather gloves. This dude,
Yeah.
yo, no
Hey,
way
that-
he'd be able to. Yo, imagine if he did some shit like that nowadays. They look at MC Hammer crazy.
They did back then, but
Yes, we did. Yeah, we did.
the funniest part, did you ever hear what Redman said? He's like, yeah, we talked crap on MC Hammer, and he showed up at Yo MTV Raps. And he's like, look here, boy, I know you're young, but I don't let nobody talk about my mama. You understand me? Redman's like, I just went, yes, sir.
Yeah, because there was something that Redman said. I forgot what track it was, but it wasn't really a diss. It was basically something about MC Hammer's moms, but it wasn't a diss.
But he's like, I don't let nobody talk about my mama.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to hear that shit. I said, I don't give a fuck. Don't say nothing about my mom.
And another
Redman was
story,
like, you know what? I respect this motherfucker. Like, leave that nigga alone.
well, hell, even when they was in Death Squad, they tried to do a show in Oakland, and they said Hammer's fools rode deep. And Eric Sermon, he was like, I'm standing there, these dudes surround us, and he's like, all I heard was one of the dudes go, I want the chunky one. He's like,
Oh man, I love Eric Sermon. He's really underrated. Love that guy.
yeah, he's a great rapper, but he's all like, that was the first time I got into a karate stance. I don't know no damn karate, but I was scared for my life.
Bandit, B. Hell yeah, B. Death Squad.
Yeah.
Man.
So I'm just saying that the way Hammer got brought up was because we were talking about how Cube don't pay people, and I'm like, Cube's been marked out before, and I'm a big Ice Cube fan, but yeah, he's done people dirty.
Oh yeah, man. That's not taking away from him musically because he one of the coldest and not the coldest, and he in my top 5, but business wise, I'm good on that, bro.
That's why Mac 10 barely messed with him.
Like, damn, that's your man. That was your main man. So I knew it was Mac 10 not messing with him. I said, damn.
Right?
Yeah, good point.
Mac 10?
He got some new music coming out too, right? This little Mac 10.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I've been down with him since full life.
And I'm just patiently waiting for that Pusha T Clips album. So
Oh damn, don't get me started.
This man.
Oh, don't
Drake
get me
got one
started.
song. What was that?
Drake
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying Drake trying his harder to get it pushed back.
Yeah, you heard about the sucker shit that they try to do? All right, Def Jam, because Clips. I don't know if they sit on Def Jam now, but they had a little back and forth with Def Jam because Def Jam was trying to tell Clips to take that track off of the upcoming Clips album, and this dude Push was like, why? We're not talking about Kendrick because remember these all three of them was going back and forth with this dude Drake. Excuse me, that's what I'm going to say, Drake. Remember, Kendrick and Pusha was going back and forth with this dude Drake, and it said the track has something to do with Drake. Def Jam wasn't trying to hear that shit, so they was like, "Well, then drop us." Then I don't know if they dropped them or not, but I heard that the Def Jam had dropped Clips, and I guess they doing this album independently.
No, it's Rock Nation. It's Rock Nation. Jay-Z was like, "I'll sign you." Clips had to pay $1 million to get out of that, to get out of Def Jam.
Oh, that's what happened. Damn. Seriously?
Jesus.
You serious? I'm gonna do my homework on that one.
Yeah, they mentioned it in their GQ interview.
You heard about that shit, King Eric? You heard about that?
Yeah, Jay-Z picked them up. They're on Rock Nation now. All the Coke boys are together.
You there? Coked out Sean King Eric, all that? Because my dude, he be on the hip hop. He be on that hip hop topic also. I don't know where the hell he went, but I'm gonna have to do my homework on that one. He had to pay $1 million to pay them. So what they basically have to buy out their contract.
Yeah, because Push still had like a few more albums on a deal, like 2 or 3 albums left, and Clips they didn't really have too many, so they were trying to shelve them. And Push T's like, nah, that ain't happening. So they shopped around. Well, they bought themselves out of their contract. They shopped around, and Jay-Z was like, "I'll take you."
Wow.
That's why they've been going so hard at everybody because Pusha, you got to remember, he's been in the game for like 20-some years. He done seen everybody done come and talk mess. And why do people keep messing with Pharrell? Don't they know Pharrell got 2 assassins behind him? Malice don't curse and he'll eat you alive.
Yeah, he's behind the album. He's behind the whole Clips album.
Yeah.
A lot of people really be sleeping on Push. Like, my guy, he will surge. He's more diabolical. He's one of the few guys I'll say is more diabolical than Kendrick is. Jesus.
Ooh,
Well, I call
really?
him the dastardly older brother of Kendrick.
That's a hell of a claim. You think so?
He's the dastardly older brother when it comes to dissing, when it comes to going off on people. You saw what he did to Wayne. He ate Wayne.
That shit threw me for a loop. He said Push is more diabolical than Kendrick.
I saw this crazy clip.
I think so, honestly.
Yesterday. I saw this crazy clip on Twitter yesterday. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. I guess it was this local rap battle of these 2 dudes, and one of them had like a seizure on stage. Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah, T-Rex. They said he's doing better though, so that's crazy. I had a couple of seizures when I was younger. That shit fucking sucks.
That shit's scary.
Yeah. So Rex, he good though. Rex good.
But yeah, Casavelli has a video on how diabolical Pusha T is. He talks about it. If you get a chance, check him out. His name's Casavelli. He has a great Pusha T video. And that's where I said, I'm like, yeah, he's basically Kendrick's diabolical older brother. If Playboy Cardi's his evil twin, that's his diabolical older brother.
Yeah. Speaking of Kendrick, they dropped a snippet of Kendrick's verse on the Clips album.
Yes, they did. Did you hear the one that they dropped today? LeBron dropped a snippet with Nas on it.
These motherfuckers like on a roof or some shit?
Yes. That shit is hard.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that was just and that wasn't even the full verse neither.
Yeah, just a taste bag.
I just love it, B. Like, I know these motherfuckers lost. What the fuck is it? Yo, King Eric, where you at, motherfucker? We talking about this hip hop shit. Where you at?
I'm right here. I had to go to the back for a minute.
What the fuck?
I had to go to the back because there was a lot of noise where I was at.
Oh shit! Yo, Nubas, hope we ain't get you in trouble, B man. That's on you then. Like, I can't say we got him in trouble. Nubas pulled up. You see how he just left the table real quick?
Yeah.
Supervisor was probably lurking in the background, like, I see you, motherfucker. Stealing that company time.
That's what's needed. But you know what? Speaking of this crazy thing that's going on, man, this whole shit with Fat Joe is crazy.
Yeah.
Fat Joe's always in some shit.
He's not even fat anymore. Fuck him.
You heard about that shit though, Tove?
Yeah, I heard about him. Yeah.
They're trying to say that he ordered hits on 50 Cent and DMX, the Terror Squad.
Yeah. And how he's on Geppetto type time, flying youngins out, flying YNs out to get enhancements.
They trying to throw a wrinkle on Joey Craig.
It's crazy. Like, it's some crazy allegations. It's just like,
my opinions are never going to change, bro, man. Get all these fucking weirdos and pedophiles out of here. Wrestling, sports, rap, fuck all of them, bro. You know, all these years of people just looking the other way or giving it a pass. No, man, fuck that. Get them all out of here, dude.
My thing is like,
we don't should be
like, why I gotta be? I got you. I got you. Give me 1 second, my dude. I'm gonna let you.
Wait, brother. Go ahead.
Like, my thing, I don't understand. Like, when it comes to most of these motherfuckers, it's like the more money you get, the more sex you want to have. Why? That's the first thing you think of. Like, oh, I got now I want to just throw a wild freak off. You know, like, that's the first thing you think of when you get mad bread.
Yo, a lot of these guys, let me tell you, it's like they conquer that. And
right, Ballet, he give a new definition for Joey Crack.
Right.
Go ahead, King Eric. Go ahead.
Yeah, see, a lot of these guys, they always like for example, you got a guy like Diddy. Probably smash all the baddest of the baddest, and they get bored. In their world, they get bored. So what they do, they try to experiment with different things. And this is the weird shit that you see at these freak offs. Then you start experimenting with men. Then it goes to
But
you have it freaky.
how does it get to that though? How I don't know.
Honestly,
I
I think that's what happened to Nick Cannon too, because Mariah Carey was his dream girl. How many guys can say they actually got to be with their dream girl, hooked up their dream girl, and got married to their dream girl?
And got her pregnant. No, don't forget,
Right.
got her pregnant. I think when
Right.
He got 2 kids out of her. He got 2
Right.
kids from her.
I think most guys, most men in their lifetime are not going to achieve that, and he achieved it. And I just think he just got bored and was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking create a village from Naruto and get like fucking 50 bitches pregnant. That's
I
basically what
mean,
happened.
Shut up, Toad.
I mean the only thing that he skipped was the fact that he hasn't done a guy. So, but hey,
That we know of.
if he, I mean, shit. I mean, you can't. I mean, I know people are mad that he's impregnating all these chicks, but can you really be mad at him? Can you really be mad at him? These girls know what he's about.
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's like, all right. This when we enter a slippery slope, because as long as he's not taking advantage of them, then it is what it is. Like.
Well, so far, that we know of.
Yeah, both parties is consensual. Cool, you do what you do. They don't sit here and complain afterwards.
Oh, this is a good segue, by the way. Thanks for that, coked out, Sean. I actually haven't talked about this in over a week. So the Diddy trial is actually coming to an end soon. Some stuff's been going on. So the past couple of weeks, and I think everybody pretty much knows at this point, it's all over the streets. But in case you don't, past couple of weeks, it's been a Jane Doe telling her story, and it's basically 50 Cent's baby mama, allegedly. We don't know for sure. But,
Yeah, please.
But anyway, so here's where it gets weird. So it's Diddy's turn now. The defensive. So up to this point, it's been the people against Diddy. So now it's his turn. So now it's his side to tell his story. And we had gotten reports before that Diddy was going to, kind of speak for himself, on trial. Well, according to what happened yesterday, that's not going to happen.
I bet.
No. So what's happening now is the defense is doing nothing. They're doing nothing.
Because you know why they're doing nothing? Because they know they made they know that I guess the prosecutors, I guess it was, they made it apparent that this whole thing is just all about this dude freak offs. And that's what I'm gathering from this whole thing. My lady was breaking down like, no, there's Ricos in there. They just gotta, I guess, sift. They gotta sift through the stories to find the Ricos here and there. But that's what I'm gathering.
I think the reason why Diddy is doing nothing is because he's trying to protect others. Because if he goes to the stand and if they ask him questions, he's going to have to start giving out names of other people. And he doesn't want that. And who doesn't want that either. And so they're just like, we're going to do nothing. Or he's going to do nothing. Or he was told, nigga, you ain't doing nothing.
But even if they was to release him, right? Even if they was to be like, you know what, you free, but probation, whatever the case may be, him hitting the streets, his name is already tarnished like crazy. Yeah. The damage is definitely there. It's not like he could just be like, you know what, I'm free. I could just go back to making music, whatever. The damage is done.
Yo, speaking of damage, have you guys heard Will Smith's new song, Pretty Ladies? Or Pretty Girls?
I like pretty girls. I like pretty mellow.
Yo, man, let me give a shout out to my dude, Will Smith. Of all the months to speak your truth, you do it in Gay Pride Month. I knew it, Will. I knew it, man. Live your truth, bro. That's totally what a heterosexual man does. He talks about how he likes pretty girls. I'm sure you do, William.
Oh
Man, his rep then got tainted too. You know, the only way he could really get his face back if he whoop August Alsina ass.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. I've never seen that before. How do you win an Oscar and your rep dies that night? That's usually supposed to be like things go the other way, but like, wow,
Is
whatever.
it safe to say he didn't recover since that slap?
No, he has not.
No, he hasn't. And to think he did it, and he did it supposedly for his wife, who couldn't even care less about him.
They're not even together anymore.
They
Like,
wasn't together at that time when he slapped.
you know,
I guess he was trying to impress her. He was like,
I
"Oh,
mean, they're not
she's looking,
officially.
she
I mean, they're
looking
not
good in that
officially
gown.
divorced, as far as
Look
I.
at Jada over there, looking good in that gown. I'm gonna try to impress her tonight."
I mean, as far
yeah,
as we know, they're not officially divorced, but it's like,
yeah. Will's done. He's done, and I'll tell you why. Whether he's an actor, whether he's a rapper, his whole thing. If you've been following his whole career, his whole thing was that he was chill and relatable and likable. And now the curtains have been pulled up, and people see that shit was not real at all. There's nothing real about you, bro. Your marriage is fake. Your life is fake. You're fake. You know. And when that shit gets exposed, you can't go back.
I'll
So
be right back. Give me a second.
already.
it sucks though, man. Like, you did all this for a girl who doesn't give a damn about you. Like, why? This is what I mean by sometimes women can be the fall of a great man sometimes.
Yeah,
That's how I see it.
yeah, it's unfortunate too because like nobody cares about Jada. It's like you could have been with anybody, Will. Anybody, like you
Oh
chose this.
man.
So
Yeah, beating up Chris Rock ain't really no cool points of that because he didn't fight back. Number one, August Alsina is the one that's your real beef right there. He making songs and shit. Handle that, you know.
right.
Right. Like, like your wife cheats on you with a dude that's your son's age. Does that not make you mad? How?
She's just a really ugly person. I remember a couple of years back. Actually, no, it's been a while actually. The daughter, I forgot their daughter's name, but she took that photo of her like in that bed with like a dude who was like 19 or 20, and the daughter was like I think 11 or 12 at the time. It was really weird, like a really intimate photo. And then Jada tried to defend it and say, "Oh, it's not weird. There isn't anything sexual going on." It's like, no, there's not anything sexual going on, but you're grooming your at that time 12-year-old daughter to think it's okay to be in a compromising position for a guy who's like, in his 20s. It's fucking weird, but whatever. She's a very bad person.
Hollywood, the smoking mirrors. Whoa!
I call it Holly
Hollywood, the
weird.
smoking
It's
mirrors.
not Hollywood. It's Hollywood. It's a bunch of weirdos, basically.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, us as being creators, like interviewers or Sandman being an artist, it's like we signing up to do the job. We ain't signing up for free calls. We ain't signing up to get high. We ain't signing up to take ecstasy pills with the boss. We just want to go. We just want to get our checks. We just want to
Exactly.
handle our business,
Yep.
do what
Only
we
freak
do.
off I want is with my wife. That's it.
Exactly. I ain't trying to party with you.
We can
Oh,
party. I ain't gonna lie. We can fucking party, but all that other extra shit, I'm fuck
Yeah,
up out
that's
of
what
here.
I'm saying.
Like we could come together, have an event where motherfuckers will come through, perform on the stage, all that shit. Do
That,
they
yeah,
tracks, whatever the case. When it comes to shit like that, say have a good time. But all that other sexual shit, get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Move around, B. I'll punch one of
yeah.
y'all niggas in your face. Seriously.
You got some grown ass men, you know what I'm saying, flying around in wings and a thong and shit.
Yo, that ass.
Jesus.
Looking
What
like
type of
MC Hammer
timing
in the Pumps and the Bump video.
the
Yeah.
fuck is timing is y'all on? Jesus.
Yeah, Vince is rubbing one out. Let's listening to that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pumps and the Bump. I know it.
I'm fantasizing about his daughter.
Yo,
Like, good grief.
speaking of that, shout outs to the Kaiser cameo last night. Like, really,
Oh,
Chris?
yo, you see that shit, right? Notice that?
You ain't got nothing for Kaiser? Just the background? Like, what the fuck? Just
It
click.
don't make no sense.
Just
He
click.
could be
Wasn't he?
with Gunther. It could be Kaiser and another dude. to fill this dude Giovanni Spinach Da Vinci, whatever the fuck his name is.
Wasn't he challenging for the IC title, Kaiser?
He was, but they
Barely.
dropped it. Just one of many drop stories, you know.
Like just like AEW. Speaking of, you already know what time it is. Come on with it. Come on, TKO.
I got the card pulled
What's
up,
going on tomorrow?
or at least some of it.
That's all you need. They probably only got like 3 matches announced.
They're putting together the Casino Gauntlet for All In this week.
Okay.
For the guys, right?
And they
I'll be liking a casino going. This should be fun.
Yeah, they got one for the guys and one for the girls. So
Is that a new one for the girls having a new one? I mean, for the girls, is that a new one?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, they got a 4-way for the number 1 spot. It's going to be Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Thunder Rosa, and Athena.
Thick stack
Athena on TV? Oh my god.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, crazy, ain't it?
Who got thicker thighs, Athena or Thick Stackland?
I think Athena only because she's smaller.
Athena, yeah, there you go.
Only because she's smaller, but yeah.
Oh my god, and Bandito. Oh, TK heard the criticism. He put the Ring of Honor men's and women's champion on TV. Nice.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing with Bandito? Why Bandito's not on Dynamite?
Bandito is on Dynamite. He's in a 4-way too for the Casino Gauntlet for the men. It's Bandito, Roddy Strong, Mark Briscoe, and Takeshita.
Yeah, I got this.
Sucks.
Yeah, I got this next one for you, TKO. So also another match tomorrow. Sorry, Trent, love you, bro, but Ibushi's about to take your lunch money. Okay, done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, damn, with that fatal 4-way, I like all 4 of these motherfuckers. Pause.
They're probably still going to be in the match. This is just for who's going to come out first, really.
Okay, yeah. You gonna say something, King Eric?
No, I was listening.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Kota Ibushi's going to be there in action tomorrow as well.
Is that the dude that's with the Ops?
No, that's the dude. No, that's Shibata. Kota Ibushi's Kenny Omega's tag team partner, or his old one from New Japan.
He finally went to the doctor.
Speaking of Kenny Omega, I like people sitting there making fun of the that elbow drop spot. What this dude Okada caught him with, and he sort of coughing up mad blood. People was making fun of that shit, and I'm like, nah, I like that spot. I liked it.
I like that. It makes the feud look more personal because I ain't even know or care about these two Vendetta till I seen this. And I'm like, hold up, they got fought like this?
Yeah, and it was like, oh, that's so over the top. I'm like, come on, like, let's not just bash it just for bashing. Him coughing up the globs of blood, like he had blood clots, coughing up blood clots. I like that because it gives it, it adds layers to that diverticulitis story.
Yeah. Now they don't want to give credit to where credit is due, man. It's just in the hate.
Like, oh, that's over the top. Come on, this is so goofy. Like, come on, damn.
So Cody Rhodes, if Cena does it to CM Punk, it's gonna be the GOAT thing.
The same people the same people that say that's over the top marked out when Kane threw fireballs in Vader's face. Like, okay,
right. Like there hasn't been lamer shit before. Like, come on.
Like my lady couldn't even look at the TV. She was like, "Oh my god, is that Kenny Omega?" She turned her face mad quick.
I was like, "Damn, man,
I remember now. The fireball hit China's face, not Vader. How do I remember?
That's when she was at the corporation, right?
Yeah, yeah. That the fireball.
Corporation.
Yeah.
The fireball hit China's face. Fucking what you're thinking of is when Kane hit Vader in the face with a wrench.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then Vader was like, I'm so big. I'm just
Whoa.
a fat piece of shit. I'm just
Yeah.
a fat piece of shit. Because Vince told him to say
His
that.
whole confidence, man.
What else is on? What else is on that card for tomorrow?
They haven't announced nothing else yet, but
I bet they didn't. They're bums.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
it.
so
That's
far,
it.
I'm
because
probably gonna.
we about to hit the time limit. We about to hit the time limit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling y'all, B. If y'all want me to go over the time limit, y'all gotta hit the cash app, B. Hit the cash app. I'll go over the time limit. You know what I'm saying? If y'all hit the cash app, we can keep on going. Unless y'all want to shut it down right now.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Let's rock it.
It was
It's all good.
it was a great conversation though. I'm not gonna hold you. This
Yeah, man.
one of our best shows. I'm not gonna hold you. This shit was fun. What you got going on your side of town, off the cuff radio, my dude?
And it's on. You know it's gonna be a good.
Now you glitching. Yeah, you started glitching.
Hello, you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, let me go ahead. I like, look, I'm off, man. Let me go ahead and build with the team, man, because there's a lot of stuff that needed to be covered in wrestling right now. And
Hell yeah.
a lot of debauchery been happening, but there's also a lot of good stuff happening too. So that's why we're not like the typical IWC haters, man, because these motherfuckers hate on everything.
Nah, we definitely don't give it up like that. You already know. For the most part, we definitely gonna go through shit with a fine tooth comb and try to get the facts and make shit make sense. But what you got going on your side of town with Off the Cuff Radio? I see you've been pumping out some new content. I like the intro that you got going on. So real quick,
yes, sir.
Where can people find you? What you got going on next? Talk to them.
Oh man, we might have some interviews lined up. Right now, nothing's in stone right now. We just did an interview with our boy BSF Tone from the Black Soprano family. Big shout out to Benny the Butcher and them. You know what I'm saying? That was a dope interview we did yesterday. So anybody want to find the latest content on me, you just go on the Instagram, the Off the Cuff Radio Instagram. You got to type it all in one, Off the Cuff Radio. And mainly subscribe to the YouTube channel because that's where we get our points.
There you go, B. And my guy right there, my dude TKO, he be coming out with music also, B. So, that's up to y'all. If y'all want to build, y'all want to, chop it up, see if y'all got something, make something happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, man. Also, I got a new EP dropping in July, so be on the lookout for that.
All right.
For
Yeah,
sure.
B. Great show, B. And definitely gonna see y'all on Friday. Gonna pull up on Friday. We're gonna talk about King of the Ring predictions. And stay cool, y'all. Give you a couple of slushies and stay cool.
Stay hydrated.
Hell yeah. Let's get up out of here. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts go out to Ballet. Shouts go out to my dude Blaze. My dude Black Star. Easy E. Yeah, man. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you sub. Thanks for the new subs. Y'all feeling generous. Hit up that Cash App, aka the tip jar. You know what I'm saying? Y'all money's going to a great cause. Trust me. Y'all gonna see. The bread goes straight back to the machine, straight back to the table. Let me read some of these comments that I didn't get to read. If I think Jasper Troy is really good. Is that the dude that went up against what's his name? Oba? Yep, that's his dude name, Kobe. That's Seth Rollins' name, Kobe. Kobe Lopez. The Saurus Jericho. Shit. When he comes back to WWE, he should be on that type of time, calling people troglodytes and all that. Black Soul thinking Britt Baker's gonna go to NXT. I won't be surprised. Joey Crack. But yeah, B. I'll definitely see you all on Friday. Stay hydrated. Y'all stay awesome. Known for lyrical brutality, do use clout for their salary. On this beat, do also battery satisfactory on this masterpiece. This nigga go hard in the main event of the card. My inferno leave him charred. Then your fin just like a shark. Gotta love when the pen hit the paper, unleashing all that data. I major, you're not major. Touch paper like erasers. The villain in the movie, bruise these mookies, that's my duty. Living in a loose sleep, that's my Uzi. Got your floozies and jacuzzis. Don't even step in my warpath. I make you take a gore bath. The mayhem, you don't want that. My ops will be my doormat. Plain and simple, you're not ready. How I know your palms are sweaty. You are nervous and you're worthless. Voices kick, you serve no purpose. I am lit, you are whack. All your tracks is ass crack. Wrap it up, take it back. You are done, take a nap. There's the weak, there's the strong. If you weak, we can't get along. You will fail, might as well submit. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. There's the weak, there's the strong. If you weak, we can't get along. You will fail, might as well submit. Better make way, I'm the juggernaut, bitch. I just grabbed him, can't get away. Now he wish he had a better day. Now you hear you all my prey. Stop stealing from proteges. Want to fade really quick. Better quit the foolishness. And the risk is
You already know what time it is. We in the business of hurt. What's happening?
Yeah, it's time to shine. Yeah, it's time to grind. I'ma take anything that is gonna be mine. I'ma hurt anybody trying to cross that line. I'ma hurt anybody for not paying on time. Man, they ain't hearing me. Hold on. Yeah, it's time to shine. Yeah, it's time to grind. I'ma take anything that is gonna be mine. I'ma hurt anybody trying to cross that line. I'ma hurt anybody for not paying on time. But we come on the scene, y'all better respect us. We play chess to hurt. We don't play no checkers. We get paid to hurt people. Y'all about to witness, cause we are the hurt business. Yeah, you already know who's coming. If you're scared to get hurt, you better start running. Run up, get done up with a spear like Lashley. Get balled up like MVP, don't at me. Either pay dirt, cause it's all about Benjamin. Upgrade to platinum, thank God for excellence. Don't make Alexander check y'all with a lumbar. Might as well tap out a submission, arm bar. Wait a minute, rewind that back. Don't make Alexander check y'all with a lumbar. Might as well tap out a submission, arm bar. Or get locked in a hurt lock, get jacked up. Wanna do business with us? Nah, back up. This is grown business, we will hurt you with our suits on. Put the work in to tend to be very hands-on. Pay us and go let the losers keep losing. All I gotta say is business is booming. Yeah, it's time to shine, yeah, it's time to grind. I'ma take anything that is gonna be mine. I'ma hurt anybody trying to cross that line. I'ma hurt anybody for not paying on time. Man, they ain't hearing me. Hold on. Yeah, it's time to shine, yeah, it's time to grind. I'ma take anything that is gonna be mine. I'ma hurt anybody trying to cross that line. I'ma hurt anybody for not paying on time. But we come on the scene, y'all better respect us. We play chess to hurt, we don't play no checkers. We get paid to hurt people, y'all about to witness, cause we are the hurt business.
I try to hurt lock till his heart stop. Super kick to the face, then his head pop. I be the MVP, people envy me. I got a spade waiting for my enemy. Yeah. All the belts we taking, these chicks see the money we making. Get the big bag, the ops been mad. Put your body in Lashley's shin bag. Snatch up gold, smack up foes. Handsome, we fresh head to toe. Tailor-made suits for my troops. You want a truce? Ego boost. My job to hurt people, you're feeble. Get jackknife like Diesel. Full Nelson, break both arms. Use them as my good luck charm. Wine and cheese at Trattorias. Wash you up in my arena. Fold you up just like a pizza.
Yeah, it's time to to shine, yeah, it's time to grind. I'ma take anything that is gonna be mine. I'ma hurt anybody trying to cross that line. I'ma hurt anybody for not paying on time. Man, they ain't hearing me. Hold on. Yeah, it's time to shine, yeah, it's time to grind. I'ma take anything that is gonna be mine. I'ma hurt anybody trying to cross that line. I'ma hurt anybody for not paying on time. When we come on the scene, y'all better respect us. We play just to hurt, we don't play no checkers. We get paid to hurt people, y'all about to witness, cause we are the hurt business.